Here we go. I'm just deploying the revision. Okay, there. Once it's deployed, you're gonna go to debug and gonna be checking our. We're gonna be deploying, checking our requests for them. It's gonna take a while. Gonna start a VM right here. Then we're gonna deploy this guy and call a VM. Okay, gonna just get into my virtual machine. Deploying. Let's get into a VM, which is ready to call the environment. Here we get into a compute engine. Where they have the private keys, etc. It's deployed. Let's go to debug. Start debug session. I'm going to store my API keys here. So environments, variables. Let's put our API keys. That's something wrong I put, because here I'm getting the organizations, developers, and I'm getting the credentials. There we go. This is our API key, env. Okay. Here we go. We have our API key. Let's call our API. There's already an ID here. We're going to call products API. Give us a list. Now we're going to call by products by ID. Okay. You're going to see here the requests. So first thing it does in the preflow, on the spike arrest, there's a spike arrest. It resolves technical problems. You avoid spiking, the verify key, remove valve. Okay, calls the target, and here we have the response, whatever, and our content. Okay, let's go in here, which is stored by ID. Here we have product cache. Okay. How do we reduce this guy? Sometimes it's SVG. It's what we're gonna do. Have the spike arrest. I'm gonna be checking that later. Verify key, remove valve, and request content, our properties, and the variables. These are still fixed. Remember, just called products and the products cache. Okay, good. We're gonna be checking here this guy. Okay, what I want to check, it is the cache hit. Probably here you're gonna have a cache hit. Cache hit 0. Okay, then we're gonna make the same request again. It was even faster a little bit. Remember, the cache key is this guy. Let's click here. Sometimes the interface, it shows too much modals, and that can be a little bit. Look the key, cache key true, response headers, response content. Wow, you already have a response content here. It means look the target, and here look the response body, and look here the response content. Variables, all the properties. This is a cache, response cache, and it is products cache, okay? So basically here, it checked the key, hits, cache hits is to true, response, headers, the content, variables, cache hit one time, okay. So we can see that by elapsed time for the cache hit cost significantly shorter than that for the cache miss. Backend serves does not need to be called. Backend serve doesn't need to be called. Okay. Let's get another store by ID. Let's call another store, another API. Let's call store by ID. Okay. There you go. We have a store by ID. This interface, they could make it better. Okay. Spike arrest, verify, etc. From the response of the load balancer, extract the variables. Lat and long, lookup cache. It puts in the lookup address, this guy. It's gonna check if they have it. Okay. Remember this. Geolocation call it. And this is the response of geolocation, what matters for us. Okay. This is the response of the geo. All right. Location, name, phone, store. All right. So here's gonna extract the variable. By the way, sorry, this is the geolocation, what we're calling this API here, okay? And the response of this API is not this, but this is the response of the load balancer. Sorry, we extract the lactin long and put into this variable. You put in the cache, those two variables, latin long, okay? This is a lookup address. The geolocation, it's called with this API, latin long. You see there's a comma and the other because they put into this coded, and this key. All right. The response content of this guy is this call out response where it checks for results, format address, whatever, and it gets the address. This is the address. If you do this, there you go. Address. You're gonna have address. Formatted address, what we're looking for. Band rook PLU, okay, whatever. There we go. So we get our address. On the populate cache, it puts these guys on the cache. Okay. And this is our response content. Still, what we answer here from the load balancer, which what goes to the client. Did the JS get these guys and adds this variable here, address. It creates this address. But actually you can even see here on the variables, okay? Because these guys use this variable address to put on the cache. JS gets this guy, adds address. You can see the only difference is address. Okay, Fine. Explain it. And what we're going to do, we're going to repeat it. You see what's faster? Here, you see the milliseconds. What happens here? Can you see from the view the difference? Extract the variable, Latin long. Okay? From this answer, from this content. Latin long. JSON, location, Latin long. I already explained. Wow. Those variables we want, we create those variables for the from this guy, the variable is created can be used the flow ahead. Lookup address. While it checks 32 minus 97, 32 minus 97. Do I have this, guys? Yes. Give me the address. Jason, you can get your address and add it. That's what I like to share. Pretty simple. Thanks for watching.